Hey everyone. All right, so I am going to just jump right into this. You are in Workshops 101. We are talking about all things workshops tonight. And like I said, I'm just going to jump right into it because I know that a lot of people are going to be catching this on the replay, or I am posting this to YouTube. So I know that it will be, I just want to jump right in. So for those watching on YouTube, if you don't know me, my name is Shannon. I am a senior director with Color Street. I have been doing workshops now for about a year, on and off. More so recently, I just switched to them like exclusively, and they have been working amazing. I have done individual ones. Currently, I am doing like a mega workshop format, and that's what I'm going to go over with you guys tonight. But just know that you can take this mega one and do it individually as well with a couple tweaks. And then I'm also going to go into like a mini workshop that you can do in your VIP, that you can do in a separate group. You can kind of go whichever way you want to go with this. There's going to be lots of different things. So the main thing that you want to remember when I'm going through all of this is all customizable. So when you think workshop, it's very demo heavy. It is very much you. They're going to see a lot of you. They're going to get to know you. They're going to get to know your personality, which is what people want nowadays. That's why we follow people on Instagram, because we get to know their personality. That's why we buy from people, because we get to know them. It's building that trust. As to where parties, let's get real. Parties are pretty much dying out. They were the thing of 2020 because everyone was home. Now everyone is busy, but they'll still stop their scroll for something of value. So if you're showing them something that they feel is of value to them, they're going to stop their scroll and they're going to watch that. So why a workshop over a party or something like that? Technically you could do a party this way, and it would probably be successful. I call them workshops though, because I feel like the word party is just burnt out. A lot of people, unless they are in direct sales, or a party plan business, they are like, when they hear the word party, it's like, how many times do people just stop messaging you back because you asked them if they wanted to have a party? So the thing that I love about this is you can have hostesses for this, or you can not have hostesses. You can go either route with a individual workshop, a mini workshop, or a mega workshop. So I am going to show you all the things, but there's a lot of versatility to this, and you're teaching more than you sell, and that needs to be in the forefront of your mind, because even if they don't buy from that workshop, if you start building that relationship with them and get them into your VIP group, I can almost guarantee they're going to eventually buy. Relationships first, and showing them your value. And that's going to be in demos and different things like that. People they just don't want to be sold to anymore. If you listen to any marketing or anything like that, they want you to show them the value in something rather than being sold to. You can still sell to them without it feeling salesy, and these are one of the great ways to kind of do that. And a lot of times they don't just buy anymore to support their friend. Like, if they're buying something, they want to buy something that they like, and they're not just, buying to buy. And that's the type of customers that you want. You want return customers who love the product and who are going to share it with everyone that they know and refer people to you. So how many times, like, if you think about this, when I first got introduced to, I can't take credit for this idea. I got it from two amazing direct sales ladies who I follow. They're not even in Color Street. But I got the idea from them last year, and I started to kind of dabble in it, do a little bit with it. But I didn't dive fully in yet because I was still in that party. I had my party glasses on, and I didn't want to dive fully into a workshop. So I'm kind of expanding a little bit more and doing more with them, and I'm absolutely loving them. My customers are loving them. My new customers, I get so many compliments on my videos and people being, they already love Color Street, and I'm actually teaching them something more rather than just selling to them. And I've provided them value, so now they're my customer. But how many times, this story I feel like is so funny because how many times are we on Instagram, on Facebook, and we see something pop up? Maybe it's a demo, maybe it's a makeup tutorial, maybe it's like for me, not too long ago, I bought, I was watching, it was like a Saturday or a Sunday morning. My kids were just playing and I'm sitting there scrolling through Instagram, and this lady pops up talking about crock-pot meals and how do these freezer crock-pot meals, it takes so much less time. She's showing the demo of how she's putting them all together, and I'm like mesmerized. I am like, I need to do this. So then, of course, at the end of her demonstration and all that kind of stuff, she has a, what do you know? Here's a deal on my website to get all of these meals. And what do you know? I was so hooked in there that I paid the $77 to get in on this website because I was like, I need this in my life. And it's actually been pretty fabulous. But the point is, like, how many parties do you go to that it's just the same thing over and over and over again? What are you giving to your parties that no one else does? Or what value are you providing to them that's going to make them want to purchase? A lot of times we just post the same things and the same things. Like I just had a party for another company, and it was a lot of like just generic post. And this is not bashing anyone, but there was only one live, and it was just kind of like blah. So them getting to know your personality is something, so like I hate to break it to you, but those who don't go live very often, you're probably going to have to learn how to get on camera and be live a little bit more if you really want to keep up with this day and age. People really want to see the video, they want to see the demos, and they want to see you. They want to know that they can trust who they're buying from. Especially if you're promoting on Instagram or Facebook and they don't know you very well. They need to get to know you. And it's another thing about just building those relationships. So that is why workshops work. Because you're teaching them something, they're learning something, and then they're going, oh my gosh, I need this product. They're going, they see you put the nail strips on for the first time and they're going, holy cow, like how can I get my hands on this? Or maybe they see you do a mixed mani on there and they're like, I need all 3 of those shades. Like, might as well do a buy 3, get 1 free. So you're teaching them something and then offering something at the end. So it's not that you're not selling to them, but you're teaching them something first to hook them in, and then they're getting to know your personality so where they feel like they can trust you because you're not being salesy. You're actually teaching them something of value. I get a lot of compliments on my demo video that I do, and these are pre-recorded. So if like going live really freaks you out, you can pre-record these videos. I do recommend going live at least once, but even a pre-recorded video, they still get to know you and your personality a little bit better. But the biggest one that I get a compliment on is just my regular demo video. I give them all the tips and tricks that I can possibly think of, step by step, like, I fold it under and I let it cure for a second and I do all my other nails and then I go through and file. So like I give them all the goods, like not just learn how to do this in my VIP group. Sorry. I give them all the goods. And I have so many people who have been doing Color Street for a year, and they say that video is the reason why they joined my VIP group, or that video, because I showed so much value in it, is the reason why they booked a workshop from me. So that, and I'll hop off my soapbox really quick with that, but that is going to be why everyone is switching. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people, if you want to be successful, they're switching from parties to workshops. Okay, so we're going to go into a mega workshop. Like I said, this mega workshop, you can do it individually too. It doesn't have to be just, and what I mean by mega is you have, maybe between 4 to 8 hostesses in one workshop. I usually do anywhere between 6 to 8. That number could be lower. If you only have 2 hostesses, you could do a combined one. But you also don't have to have a host at all to do a mega workshop. Or to do a themed workshop. Like right now I am doing a Valentine's Day themed workshop. And technically I wouldn't have to have hostesses if I didn't want to. I could just invite people. So first things first, if you're doing a mega one and you want to have hostesses, you're going to want to find your hostesses. So now we're diving right into the training. So first things first, you're going to want to find your hostesses. A couple different ways that you can do this. I'm not going to go into super detail because there's lots of trainings on there. The same still applies for booking parties. Doing for, like, you could do a mini workshop, which again, I'm going to explain more what a mini workshop is here at the end. And if you guys have questions for some reason, I'm not getting comments right now. But sometimes they'll start like midway through my video. So make sure to write your questions down, save them for at the end, and then I'm going to answer questions at the end. Sorry, I forgot to turn off my notifications, so it's probably dinging. You could do a mini workshop though. And during the mini workshop, you can talk about how you are doing a big workshop with lots of different demos. I do giveaways each day. It depends on the size. If I'm doing a mega one, I do giveaways. If I'm doing a mini one or just an individual one for someone and their friends, I don't do giveaways every single day. But if I'm doing, a big one and I'm asking them if they want to get in and be a hostess in it, I tell them, I do giveaways each day for your guest. It's super fun. So I'm going to talk it up. So if I'm doing my nails live in a mini workshop or something, I'm going to talk up my mega workshop and all the demos that I'm going to be doing and how much fun it's going to be. And there's going to be giveaways every single day. All you have to do is invite your friends. It's so easy. Get excited about it. Show your excitement. If you're excited, they're going to be excited. If you get on there and you say, oh yeah, I'm doing this mega workshop, it should be so much fun, it's gonna be great, they're gonna be like, if this video right now is what this is like, I don't know about that. So show your personality and have fun with it. And then if you do, say you just plan a big one. So say you plan a mega workshop that's, mine are 7 days long, and you plan it out for, 2 or 3 weeks from now. You know the dates. You have the dates. Say you want to do it in February right before Valentine's Day. What you're going to do is, what I would do personally is promote it on my personal Facebook page. I'm sorry, you can do that, but promote it in my VIP group. And say everyone who wants to join this workshop that I'm doing, it's going to be 7 days long. It's going to have lots of demos. It's going to show you removal, application, blah, 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 like every single demo that you're going to have in there. If you want to be invited, it's this week or whatever, but it's going to be in a separate group. So if you want to be invited, drop a GIF or drop an emoji below and I will make sure you get added in. You could do this on your personal Facebook page. You just can't obviously say that if you're doing it in a public forum, you can't say that you're doing giveaways or having sales or anything like that. So just make sure that you can say workshop and I'm doing all these demos and it's going to be great. Like you can still talk it up on your personal page or your stories. You just can't mention anything about giveaways or, free sets or, discounts or anything like that. Then everyone who says that they want to be added into that group of the mega workshop that's 2 or 3 weeks from now, you are going to ask them if they want to be one of the hostesses and invite their friends so they can earn free product. They're being a hostess. You're asking them to invite their friends. Like, hey, if you want to invite some of your friends, and if they purchase something, you're going to get some kickbacks. You're going to get some free stuff. So do you want to do that? And then I'll also send you a little goodie bag just for being, one of my hostesses. Or if you don't want to call it a hostess, because sometimes people hear hostess and they, assume that it's party, you can say, if you want to be, one of my affiliates or referral, if you want me to set you up with a referral link and you invite your friends, you could do anything like that. But that is one of the ways that I would go about it, to get people in there. If you don't have any hostesses for your first one, but maybe you have 20 guests in there, guess what? I do a booking activity in my mega workshop to get more bookings for my next one. Right now, I have 10 workshops. So I have 2 individual and 8 hostesses in my mega workshop right now. It's getting just as much sales, if not a little bit more than my parties would get. So I'm like halfway through it, with 8 hostesses, and the sales they're almost $600 right now, combined. So, it's just like a normal workshop. But the important thing to me is I'm building those relationships, and I want to get those people over into my VIP, because that's where I'm going to make the long-term money. I don't care about I do care about the short-term money slightly, but not as much as I care about the long-term money by converting a new customer into my VIP group. So, that is one of the ways that I would do it, is even if you don't have any hostesses the first time around, guess what? You can book those hostesses for your next one, because once they see it and once they say, okay, this really isn't necessarily a party, she's doing a lot of demos, she's showing a lot of value, like, I would invite my friend to this. A lot of people, they just don't want to invite their friends to another party where you're asking them to buy. They want to know that they're going to get something out of it in return. Okay, so that is what I would do to find the hostesses. So if you are concerned about, like, how am I going to get hostesses, you don't necessarily have to have them all the time. My goal is actually to get down to, maybe I do one with hostesses and one without. If you can also add people in and have a separate shopping link for, like, if you have your hostesses, they have their shopping links, and then you can have a separate one that just says, Shannon's customers shopping link. So it doesn't have to be anything, you don't have to necessarily have a whole bunch of hostesses to make this work and to make the sales. Okay, so next, sorry, I kind of bounced around. The demos, you guys are probably all going like, okay, it sounds like there's a lot of demos. It is demo heavy. I almost do a different demo or a live or a video every single day. So you are going to want to somewhat pre-record some of these videos. There is no humanly possible way that there is, but especially for us busy ladies, it's very hard to do all of these as lives or the day of. So you're going to want to pre-record some of these. I can tell you that most of mine are pre-recorded. So if you are taking notes, you're going to want to write some of these down. And again, these can be fitted toward your personality. You do not have to do the exact same ones that I do. You can customize it and make it your own. My thing is like self-care. So I have a day that is self-care and nail care. If you're into fitness and, some of the people in your group are into fitness, why not add something in there about fitness? If you're into beauty or makeup, now you don't want to combine, like if you sell a different product, you can't sell those, you personally couldn't sell those together. But you could still talk about how to get the perfect brow or how to get the perfect lip liner. Chances are if they're in there because of the nails, they would love to see something like that. I would love to see something like that. So show them your personality, utilize the things that you know how. If you're into whatever you're into, you can do a day that's devoted to that. It can be whatever you want it to be. It can be just beauty themed. The nice thing about these is you have the freedom to switch them up as you want, to theme them, my ultimate goal is to, especially once we get into cosmetics, is to maybe do one that's just beauty. Another one that's maybe just nails. Another one that is maybe just all about nail care and nail health. Like, there's so many different avenues that you can take with this. Mine is personally 7 days. It doesn't have to be 7 days. It could be 5. If you have stuff for 5 days, great. You have a workshop. You have something put together. Let's roll with it. So again, super customizable. You can do these however you want. Try all the things. My motto is try all the things. I will try anything twice, at least. Sometimes 3 times. Because the more that you try and fail, the more that you know what works. What does work? What did I do that did work, and what did I do that didn't? And sometimes it'll work one time, and then the next time it won't. So try all the things. So if you feel like if you're doing a workshop and you're like, okay, on this, like this time, I'm going to try and do a day that's for, you know, health and fitness or something. And if it goes really well, keep doing it. If people are like, you know, you don't really get a lot of comments on that day or participation, then you can take it out for the next one. Don't stress about it. Okay, so these are the videos and the demos that I do, and I will tell you which ones I typically do live and which ones are pre-recorded. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything in my notes here really quick. Okay, so a lot of these I will upload to YouTube. So I record them or I do them live. Maybe it was a live that I did in my VIP group that wasn't like VIP group specific, like I didn't talk about my VIP group. I know that like the first time that I ever did the workshop, I did some of these live and then I downloaded them and uploaded them to YouTube, and now I just share the YouTube links. And then I'll kind of give you guys an order too that you can do these in to where you can knock these videos out within like a week. Okay, so the first one that I do is going to be a welcome / like introduction post. Or not post, live. So this one I typically do live. It is like a welcome. It's like a minute long. It's not anything crazy. I just get on there, I introduce myself, and I say that there's going to be a giveaway each and every day. So make sure to check in. 7 a.m. is typically when it's posted. And then I will also have the winner from the previous day. So I do just a quick welcome. I talk about myself. I say that I have 2 amazing girls, blah, blah, blah. The second one that I do is a what is Color Street. This one can be pre-recorded, a YouTube link, it can be whatever, but it needs to be you. So what is Color Street? I open up a set, what's the price, what my specials are for the workshop if you're doing specific specials, stuff like that. My third one, well, there's a lot under 3. So my application demos that I do. So there are 4 different application demos that I do. And again, these are very customizable. You can do whatever you want. But the one that I do is I do just a regular demo. So this one's probably my most informative one, and it's my longest one. And it's of It Takes Tucson. It was in the summer. It's sunny out. Probably wearing like a t-shirt or a tank top, but I'm still sharing it right now because people love it. Like I need to like take notes on it and redo it because it's starting to get to be a little bit old. But I just do that's my regular application demo video. I do a French demo of a French tip. I do a pedicure demo, and then I also do a mixed mani / like overlay. And then I also give like, I tell them how they can use nail tape, or they could do fancy foils or different things like that. My fourth is a removal demo. So I give them my best tips and tricks for removal. I use the nail clips. If you use the baggy trick, you can do that. However you remove them, the reason why I don't do the baggy trick, just a little FYI, my nails are very sensitive. So when I do the baggy trick, even if I use Mineral Fusion, I don't know what it is, my nails peel. So I stopped doing that after like a month of doing it and not realizing why my nails were peeling. I don't know if it has something to do with heat. I don't know, but I do the nail clips demo video removal. My fifth one is another pre-recorded, and it is hand and nail care. So I go live, and I actually did just go live because I didn't want to use my recorded one because we are getting new products. But I go live and I actually share all of my favorite like nail care, like our hardener, like essentially everything that we're going to be getting here soon. If you're watching this video, maybe we already have it and you should be using those products in this demo. But I show them all of the products that I love that aren't necessarily Color Street, but I do talk about Clear as Day. So I talk about general nail health and the tips and tricks that I use. I went a little winter specific with this one about, you know, how your nails are dry and your hands are dry and blah, blah, blah. Number 6 would be a live. So this one is live. I go live with current sets. So like our Valentine's Day line just launched. I just got those in. I went live. I showed those, and I showed some of our staples. So I showed, I made sure I showed a glitter solid, a design, glitter dipped, clear overlay, and then I also add in there Hostess exclusive. These ones are Hostess exclusives, and only my hostesses have access to these. So I added like a little touch of that. And then I also do one that is, then I also talk about how I have a secret stash and they can get these exclusive sets in my secret stash. But that's the main talking points that I have for that video. And then I talk about any specials that I do, which the specials that I do in my workshop are essentially, obviously they can get a buy 3, get 1 free, or they can get a baker's dozen special, which is buy 9, get 4 free. So I tell them, if I explain that to them and I say you order 3, buy 3, get 1 frees online through the website, and then you message me what you want that 13th set to be. And I just had someone pick something that wasn't in my stock the other day, and I told her, hey, I'm placing an order this week for your set because I do not have that one in stock. So as soon as it comes in, I will get it in the mail to you. Not a problem. So you don't necessarily have to have sets on hand for that. Okay, so let's see. And then the 7th live, this one's typically a live. It could be either or. But the 7th one that I do is a live showing my Hostess goodie bag, which I don't have one in hand's reach. I don't even know where it is. But it's just essentially some goodies with some catalogs. You know, I maybe have like 5 or 6 fun goodies in there. It's usually themed. And I give all of my hostesses that for hosting with me. So I go live, I do that, and then I usually do that one on the same day that I'm doing my booking activity. So those are the videos and the demos that I do. And again, you can do, I always recommend going live at least once. But a lot of these can be pre-recorded. Okay, now I'm going to give you some of the order that you can do these in. So obviously the ones that you are just introducing yourself, or what is Color Street, opening a setup, blah, blah, blah. Those ones you can do whatever. Your demos, though, it can get tricky. So I would pre-record, obviously, you removing your nail polish first, because you can take off your nail polish that you have on right now. Then I would do one about, so you can do one about nail care while you have your nail polish off, showing that, like, look how long and healthy my nails are, blah, blah, blah. They've come a long way, whatever. And then as far as your application demos, I would do a French first. If you have a French twosie, I recommend doing that. That's all I did for mine, was I did a French twosie. So I just put it on these 2 fingernails. It wasn't super long or anything like that. So you could do a French, and then you can do your pedicure, obviously, whenever. I recommend, not taking, obviously, you guys know to not take off your nail polish on your toes. Like, have a great mani on your fingers. So you could even do that one first. And then I do, you can take off your French really easily. So if you do the French demo, take those off real quick. And then you can just do a regular application after that. And then what I did for my Mix Mani demo is I added to my It Takes Tucson that I did in my regular demo. So maybe try to pick a mani that you're going to do for your regular application demo and do a, pick something that you can add to or make a mixed mani out of. And then I also did, which I don't post it that often, but a lot of people have trouble with solids. So I do actually have a solids video in my arsenal that if someone's asking questions that I can send them that video. But it could be something that you add in if you want to do a day that's about solids or you want to add that into there. That's totally fine. Okay, so that would be the order that I would do them in to get them done the quickest. But again, you could do this over time. So say you set up your workshop 2 to 3 weeks from now, which I do recommend at least setting it up 2 weeks from now because you want to give yourself time to get the demos done, maybe find some hostesses and really promote it so you can get a lot of people in there. So I do recommend at least having 2 weeks ahead of time to set this up and to get this going because especially if you don't have hostesses, you are the hostess. So you are going to be getting your people in there. You're going to be promoting it. You're going to be doing all the things. Okay, so let's see, where am I at? All right, now we're going to go over the schedule. So I just went over the demos. So I'm going to kind of show you, the schedule of it. I post 3 to 4 times a day. You do not have to post that much. You could get away with posting your giveaway in the morning and a demo and people would be happy. But I add a couple little things in there. It's kind of my bridge still from it not being a party, but being similar to a party still. So it's, I do a little bit of both. So, day 1, and again, customizable. I'm just telling you what I do, and then I'm actually going to have a PDF attached as well that I created that you guys can go back and check out exactly what I do on each day and what I post. So day 1, I do basically what is Color Street, and I post this schedule. It's pinned at the top so people know like day 1, we're doing this, day 2, we're doing this. So day 1, what is Color Street? Obviously I'm going to do the what is Color Street video and all that fun stuff. I usually always post, so if I'm doing a demo video, I always like to post it too in Word form, I guess you could say. So like I like to do a graphic and stuff like that. So typically anytime that I do a demo, I am going to be doing a post that essentially says the same things, but it's for the people who aren't going to watch the demo and who would rather see an informational post about it. So what is Color Street is day 1. Day 2 is all the application videos. So the demo applications of like applying. So I post all of those in one day. It's my demo day. Again, you could split those up. You don't have to do them all in one day. Day 3 is removal. So I do my removal demo, and then I also have a post about ways to remove and favorite nail polish remover and stuff like that. Day 4 is self-care / nail care. Or I came up with like clever names for this, guys, too. Like I try to get creative. So like, I think my name for that day is nail care equals self-care or something like that. So, get creative, have fun with it. But that one is when I show my nail care video and all that fun stuff. Day 5 is Mani Personalities Day. So I have a Mani personality game thing that I usually play. Well, not game, but it's like, which Color Street personality are you? Or you could do like a this or that. And then I show some nail fees typically that day. And then that's the day that I go live and show all the sets. Like it's basically, let's see what Color Street has. Like I showed you how to put it on, how to remove it. I showed you some nail care. Now let's see what is in the catalog essentially. Day 6, I call it my game day. That is when I do my booking. Like it's all about, booking and stuff like that. So I do my unboxing or unbagging, I guess you could say, of my little Hostess goodie bag. And then I also do a booking game that night. And it can be anything. Like I've done the dice game before. I've done a pick a number game. That one seems to work the best for me. And then, hint, hint, most people are going to be winning a workshop. Not everyone says yes, and that's okay. You know, if they win it and they say, I'm not interested, cool, not a problem. Give them out and then offer them your VIP, because typically if they say no to having a workshop with you, they're going to say yes to joining your VIP group. And I can't tell you how many times that I've had people join my VIP group and then down the road, they're like, okay, yeah, let's do a workshop. And then day 7 is nailed it. So day 7, I basically just do a post that says, did you nail your mani this week? Were you following along with us? Post a picture of your nails below, blah, blah, blah. And again, you can add, you can remove, you can do whatever you want with this. These are just the ones that I do. And then I typically extend it through the weekend. And the weekend is when I do opportunity stuff. So I actually do like a super quick unboxing video. And then I also have like a Q&A for Color Street. So like, you know, like they can earn points or whatever by asking questions. So yeah. So that is essentially my schedule. And like I said, I will post an actual, like, what I do for post number 1, what I do for post number 2. Then you want to decide. So once you got like kind of a schedule down on like what you want to do, you're going to want to decide what your giveaways are going to be and if you're going to do them. Like I said, I do giveaways every single day. That is for a mega workshop. If I'm doing an individual workshop, I don't do that. They can accumulate points at the end to get a free set. Now for my mega workshops, because typically my mega workshops, I have over 100 people in there. So I don't mind doing a giveaway each day because the sales typically will reflect that. But if I'm doing just an individual one, I'm not doing a giveaway each and every day. So I'll kind of, so typically my giveaway is 3 Tuesdays, and this is actually another way that I book more workshops. So I give away 3 Tuesdays every single day for the 7 or 8 days. I think I have somewhere around in there how many giveaways I have. But the 3 Tuesdays, I make them PM me and tell me that they won. So they have to shoot me a PM and say, I won. And I will announce a new winner each day. And then I will shoot them a message back that says, yay, so you get 3 Tuesdays for winning, or you can host, you can jump in on my next mega workshop in February and get a totally free set plus my Hostess goodie bag just for being a hostess. Plus your friend Susie is going to get extra rewards just for you hosting. Let me know what you think. If you just want the 3 Tuesdays, that's fine too. And it's about half and half. Like half tell me like, sure, let's do a workshop. And half tell me, no, I'll just take the Tuesdays. And I'm like, okay, great. Go ahead and send me your address and I'll get those out to you. And then I usually send them my VIP link too. And then I also do entries. So like the more that they comment, I do entries for a giveaway at the end. And how I do that is, say we know that if I have 8 hostesses, chances are maybe 6 of them are going to be qualified and the other 2 are not. So I do, however, I don't give them a specific amount, like I'm going to give away 5 sets at the end. I just say I'm doing free set giveaways at the end too, so make sure you're commenting throughout and participating. And then I'll do like maybe like if I have 5 qualified hostesses who have hit that 150, 3 separate orders, blah, 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 I will give away 5 sets. If I have 4, then I'll only give away 4 sets. So it just depends on what I have. So far, I mean, I don't think I've had every single hostess have a qualified party. I think my most has been like 6 out of 7, you know, so it's going to happen. It's just like if you were to do these individually, not all your parties are going to qualify all the Like I said, though, if I'm doing just an individual private workshop for someone, I typically will not do the daily giveaways. I will just do the one big giveaway at the end. So my daily giveaways, how they earn entries for those is each morning at like 7 o'clock in the morning, I usually will post and it says at the top, giveaway number 1. And it kind of goes by day. So the day before the workshop, I will do my first giveaway, and it will be for them turning on their notifications. And then they have to comment below when they do that. And then they're entered for that day. Then the following day, it's what is Color Street? So I have basically what's your Color Street status? They have to answer that question. The second day is for applications. So I don't know what I have that day. It's usually either just like something interactive that they can comment on, or it's themed. So I'm doing Valentine's Day themed. So some of these are Valentine's Day themed. I utilize the graphics that Color Street gives us, and some of the interactive stuff that they have. I don't reinvent the wheel here. Like on removal day, I ask them what type of nail polish they remove, and that's how they get, or what type of nail polish remover they use, and that's how they get entered. So it just depends on the day. At the very end, I typically do a survey, so they can tell me what they think. And that is where I learn a lot. And that's where I really have found that people love these, because the feedback that I ask a question at the end that is like, what did you think about the workshop? Or what would, is there anything that you would do to improve it or something like that? And people are always like, no, I loved all the videos that you have. It was so informational and I learned so much and it was so much fun. So those are typically the comments that I get back on it, and that's how I know that people are liking this layout. Or they'll just straight up tell me through when I'm chatting with them through PM. Okay, so that is the what I do for giveaways. So that's what I do for giveaways daily. And then I just set an alarm for 8 o'clock at night, and I pick the winner for the next day and make sure I have it scheduled to post. That's just a little bonus tip for you. Okay, the next thing that you're going to need is you're obviously going to need to make up the graphics. I do all of mine in Canva. A lot of these are ones that I have used for a regular party. The only ones that I create, and the nice thing about these is once you create them once, you're going to be able to reuse them. And what I do, so if I'm changing the theme of the workshop, I will literally just change out the background and change out the font colors. So if I'm doing I'm doing a Valentine's Day theme. So I just changed out the front to be the background to be like hearts and pink and blah, blah, blah. And then next month when I switch to, well, not next month, in March when I switch to a St. Patty's Day theme, I will do, greens and golds, and that will be my background. But I use Canva. I do have the paid version, because it's amazing. So I get lots of different things for that. And then I also use the Color Street themed graphics. So I utilize those. I don't reinvent the wheel. I know a lot of people are skeptical to use those because they don't want their algorithms to go down. But if people are commenting and you have a lot of people who are participating, it's only going to help your algorithm. So I haven't had any issues with the Color Street graphics that I use making my algorithm go down. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Okay, so you're going to have to make your graphics. This is why too, if you're scheduling your first one, you're probably going to want to do it 2 weeks out. And again, once I post the PDF that has exactly what I post each and every day, it will be a little bit easier for you guys to make your graphics up. And then obviously, you know that if you're on my team, I typically will provide most of that stuff for you guys. Okay, so next thing is you want to be hostess coaching during this. So if you do have hostesses, you need to tell them what's going on. And what I use to do this is Ashley South's hostess coaching that was in a Tuesday training. So you can access this through the app. Again, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about this because that is a separate training that you can watch of hers that is very detailed. She gives you 2 days before, 3 days before, 1 week before, and it's literally exactly what I do. And I use the Hostess coaching graphics that Color Street designed, and that she helped them design. So, if you are looking for that, you can probably find it too in the, official Color Street stylist group under, if you just search Ashley South, I'm sure it'll pop up. Otherwise, it'll be under, you can probably find it under the app, under Tuesday trainings. It'll be under there. It's Ashley South's Hostess Coaching. But if you're not Hostess Coaching, you're missing the boat. 100%, you are on another level, missing the boat. Because that is how my hostesses have a successful workshop, is I'm telling them what's going on, what they're doing along the way. I'm encouraging them to post. So not only am I posting, but especially if I have a hostess, I'm encouraging her to post, because the more that she posts, the more that the people are going to see the posts in the group. So really, hostess coaching is huge. If you are just signing up some hostesses, throwing them in the group and telling them to invite their friends, it's not going to be successful. It's just not. So, teaching them, showing them, if you haven't seen Ashley South's training, please watch it, because it's very good. Okay. So the next thing is, now you're at the party. So you've set everything up. You have everything good to go. Now it's time for the workshop. I think I said party. The workshop. I'm still working on my verbiage with this. But the main thing is, during, you want to stay in contact with your hostess if you have hostesses, and you want to make sure that you're present in the workshop. So my mega workshops, it's super easy. I do one a month, and that week, that's my focus. If I have individual ones, I try not to do too many individual ones. I only do them upon request if someone wants an individual one, but I promote the mega ones because my time is precious and I would rather knock them all out all at once. There's lots of participation happening. There's, you have 8 hostesses in there who are going to be commenting for the most part. So if anything, you have 8 people who are guaranteed to be commenting and their friends are seeing it. So that's the reason why I like to do the mega ones. But again, it's customizable for an individual one. But be present during it. You are going to want to comment on every single comment. Comment on every single post that someone does. If someone shares their nail feet, oh my God, that looks amazing. Like, what set is that? What did you use? Commenting back to every single comment. If they say they use Mineral Fusion and they love it, oh my gosh, I do too. Isn't it great? Or, even just throwing an emoji up there sometimes. So, rather than just liking or hearting a post, if someone says, if you have like 5 people in a row who say the same thing, you can just put emojis. So you're sending something back to them, because that's just going to make them see your posts even more. And then PMing the guest. So I have used many methods of PMing. And during a workshop, what I like to do is PM pretty much all of the guests. I try to PM all the guests at least once throughout the workshop. And it's hey, I'm Shannon. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining so-and-so's workshop. Have you ever tried Color Street before? That's all I say. And then I don't put in links to order yet. First things first, I want to get to know them. If they start commenting, they say, oh my gosh, yes, I love Color Street. It's amazing. Okay, well, if you need to find the group at any point in time, because I know it can get lost sometimes, here's the link to the group. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're doing an early bird special, so I do an early bird special the first couple days. If you're doing an early bird special, you can say, hey, that's ending tomorrow, so make sure if you want to jump on that you do. If not, totally fine. Just want to make sure you knew about it. So I try my hardest to be the least salesy. But then too, if they've tried it and they love it, if maybe they're giving you compliments on the workshop, invite them into your VIP. And it doesn't have to, you don't have to wait until the end. If they've ordered something from the workshop, I personally send them a thank you and invite them into my VIP group. So those are the types of PMs that I'm doing. It's more of a get to know you typically. If they say, yes, I've tried Color Street before, you know, oh, what's your favorite set? Or if they said no, oh, do you want a sample to try? Blah, blah, blah. Then I may go into, if it seems like, you know, the conversation about Color Street's dying out. Okay, great. Like, how do you know Susie? So I ask her how they know the hostess, or, you know, I try to keep that conversation going for as long as I can, because it's building that relationship. It's getting to know them. And that's still really important. If you have just so if you're doing a workshop and it is a decent amount of your VIP group, you can still PM them and just say, you know, thanks so much for joining. If you have any questions along the way, let me know. You know, here's the link to the group so you don't lose it and it's easy to find, or something like that. So it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Okay, so that is essentially, there was something else that I was going to add that I was thinking about, and it just slipped my mind. Oh, my workshop. So the dates of my workshop. So I always start them, like day one always starts on a Saturday for me. And then it's 7 days, so then it goes through Friday. I try to hit, my logic behind this is I try to hit 2 paydays. Typically people get paid on a Friday. So I try to hit 2 paydays in there somewhere. So what I do is I usually try to set it up on a Wednesday, invite my hostess in by Thursday. By Thursday, they're typically adding their people, Thursday, Friday, sometimes into Saturday. And then Friday is when I start like my pre-posts, which are essentially like, you know, turn your notifications on. I do my intro post, like this is how it's going to go. This is what to expect. These are the giveaways, blah, blah, blah. So I do those on Friday, and then day one starts on Saturday. It runs through Friday, and then a lot of times I will extend it until Sunday. So I extend it an extra 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. I end it on a Sunday because I like to end things on a Sunday rather than, again, my logic of this is if it ends on a Friday, I have to wrap up those parties on the weekend, and I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy the weekend with my kids and my husband. So I will usually let it run through the weekend. I have it, and I use Visly for this. For those of you who don't use Visly, I absolutely love it. So I let my posts go through the weekend. I wrap things up, then Monday morning, I'm ready. At that point, I'm back to work. I'm ready to work. Not that I'm not working on the weekends. I'm still commenting and, you know, doing that fun stuff. But, for the most part, like, I don't want to be wrapping up 8 hostesses parties, workshops on the weekend. So that is my logic and how I have played everything out. So I still have my social life and I still have my family life, while I'm doing a workshop. Okay. Now, let's talk really quickly mini workshops. I'm going to try and fly through this because I know that you guys have been on here for a while. So mini workshops, you can do these in your VIP. You can do them in a private group. You can do them however you want. These are going to be super duper customizable. One second. Super customizable. So the first thing that you're going to want to do if you're planning a mini workshop is you're going to want to pick a topic. So what are you talking about? How many days is it going to be? I like to do mine just like a 1-night deal. You can do it a 2-day deal. You could do it a 3-day. Like, you can do however many days you want. If you're doing like a full on, like, I'm going to show you, you know, a full like mixed mani, but first we're going to start off with the base, like my best tips and tricks. And then I'm going to show you how to add all the fun. You could do a 2-day one, or, you know, they're, again, super customizable. Do whatever you want. So it could be demos, it could be overlays, it could be solids, it could be a simple design, it could be nail care, it could be removal, whatever you want it to be. When we have launches, guys, like I am getting ready to do one on Thursday that is a Valentine's Day demo. Come check out all of my best tips and tricks that I have while I apply a Valentine's Day set. You better believe when the new polish remover comes out, I'm getting on and I'm doing a removal demo and I'm talking about how great this freaking polish remover is. So, utilize what, and then when the nail care line comes out, I'm doing a whole one on nail care. We're doing it all. So use it for launches, use it for whatever. But I like doing them just in one day. So then decide your date. I prefer, I would definitely give it a couple days in advance, because you want to promote it. You want to do all the things. So you want to promote it. You want to send out the emails. You want to create the event. You want to do all the things, and I'm going to get into that a little bit more. But you want to schedule it to where you have a couple days at least. So decide the date that you want it to be. It could be during the day. People can catch the replay. It could be at night. I have most success weeknights personally. It could be a Saturday morning. You could have, coffee and nails, or I don't know, come up with a creative name. I'm not great with names. But you can come up with a cute, fun name of what it's going to be. But how many times are people waking up in the morning, scrolling through Facebook, looking at, drinking their coffee, looking at Facebook? Get them then, do a demo. You could even do to where you schedule one out like way in advance and you send samples. Like if you want to do a French one, schedule it way out in advance and send them like, hey, I'm getting ready to do a fun French demo night. Who wants a French sample? I'll send it out to you and we can all do our nails together live. Something like that. So that's essentially what a mini one is. And then, so you're going to want to pick your date. Then you want to schedule an event in your VIP. You can schedule a public event. So if you can do it even if you're not doing this event, like if you create a separate group for this, which you totally can, or you can just keep it in your VIP. You can do whatever you want with it. If you have a presence on Instagram, maybe doing a separate group, because not everyone maybe wants to join your VIP group, but they want to join this workshop. But you could go either way. Like there's also benefits to where you can say, here's the link to the group that the workshop's going to be in, and it's your VIP group. And now they're in your VIP group. So there's lots of benefits and stuff. So if you do like a public event, the biggest thing is you cannot say that there is going to be discounts or deals or giveaways or anything like that. So you can say, hey, I'm doing this one day workshop on how to do the perfect manicure or something like that with all of my best tips and tricks or something. You can promote it that way, but you just can't say that you're doing giveaways or anything like that. So create an event, whether it be in your VIP or a public one. Promote it also through email. If you're not using email marketing, you're missing the boat. 100% missing the boat. So you can use the VO, or I personally use MailerLite. There's lots of other companies out there that you can use too. MailerLite is free and you can send lots of emails. You can even do like a sign up form. So if you wanted to do a sign up form for your event, which basically captures their emails, and then you can automatically send reminders about the event. Hello. That is also a good thing to do. So email, utilize it. Please utilize it. I am like begging you. I wouldn't have had sales during the holidays as much as I did if I wouldn't have utilized email. Same thing with text. I utilize text marketing. I use Project Broadcast. So I utilize text marketing a lot. And again, my sales would not have been what they were through the holidays if I wouldn't have, because Facebook wasn't as poppin', and if I wouldn't have used email and text marketing, I wouldn't have gotten as many sales as I did. utilize your social platforms. So again, if it's in a public space, you can't say if you're doing any deals or any giveaways or anything like that, but you can promote that you are doing a fun workshop. So you can say, you can put it in your stories, you can put it on your Instagram, you can put it on your personal timeline, you can put it wherever, as long as it doesn't have anything about giveaways or deals or anything like that. If you're doing just a buy 3, get 1 free, you can promote that all day long. But I personally, I would keep if you're offering a discount, I would keep that hidden until the end anyways. But if you are offering giveaways, which I'm going to talk about, you only want to do those privately. Okay, so in your VIP, through VIP, email, text, and PM only, I would offer a referral incentive, especially if you are trying to grow your VIP group, if you're trying to get out of your little circle, if you don't have any workshops, private workshops or mega workshops on your calendar and you want to get more, or if you just need to expand your network, offer a referral incentive. Hey, if you invite a friend, you're going to get an entry. You're going to get, I think how I did my last one was if they invite a friend, I'm doing a giveaway at the end of this mini workshop. If you invite a friend, you get 2 entries. And then if you ask questions during the workshop, you get 1 entry. So that is how I did the giveaway for that. So let them know about that. Let them know that if they join and if they ask questions, they're going to get entries, and then you're going to draw for a free set at the very end. Or whatever prize. It could be like a little prize goodie thing, whatever. And then I also offer a referral program to where if they do invite their friends and their friends purchase a buy 3, get 1 from me, they get a free set. Because not only are they inviting that person into my VIP group, so chances are they're not just going to order one time, they're going to keep ordering from me. I'm fine with that. Plus, we earn Hostess rewards, so why not utilize those Hostess rewards for a referral program to help build your business? And you can do it many different ways. You could offer a half price set. So say you don't want to offer up a full set. If you invite your friend and your friend orders, for each buy 3, get 1 free that one of your friends places, you get a half price set for every single person. There's no limit. You could offer something like that. Let them know that there's going to be a surprise at the end, and it can be some sort of discount. So if you're doing like a mini overlay one to show them how to do overlays and some tips and tricks on overlays, at the very end, you can say if you do a buy 3, get 1 free, you're going to get a free overlay from me. Or if you do, you can offer, and these are things that you can offer through the website, or you can offer through your inventory. It can be however you want, but you could do, if you're trying to push inventory and your stock, you could do, buy 2 sets and get a half price overlay or a $5 get creative with it, but you're going to want to do a deal at the end, because just like the crock pot meal thing that I was talking about earlier on, I was hooked. I was mesmerized by her showing this demo, and I wanted what she was offering. Okay, great. You're doing all the things. Now, how do I do this myself? Okay, you can do it really simply by purchasing this. Great, sign me up. So you're going to want to do an offer at the end, and then you can do your free set giveaway or whatever it is. But incentivize them to come, incentivize them to ask questions, because the more that they ask questions, the more that you're popping up on people's feeds, and the more that people are seeing this. Incentivize them to, incentivize them for whatever you want them to do. If it's a referral, if it's to host for you, to host a workshop, for them to jump in on your next mega workshop, whatever you want them to do, you need to incentivize for that. And there's lots of different things. There's a million different ideas out there on what you could do. If whatever you think of, share with me. If it works, let me know. Okay, so let's see, where did I leave off? I get off on tangents. Sorry, guys. Okay, so those are incentivizing. Do some posts leading up. So do a reminder email, do something in your stories, maybe a reminder, do some reminders and do some posts leading up, because those posts are what's going to help people see everything. So typically before these, I do a couple interactive posts. You could even have them help you pick what overlay you do maybe, or what mix mani. So like my plan for my Valentine's Day demo is I'm going to give them 2 different Valentine's Day manis. Pick what you want me to put on that night. Help me choose. So get them involved, do stuff like that. Let's see. Do post leading up. So like it could relate to that topic. So you could talk about, it could be something like, you know, if you're doing a nail polish, like a removal, like what nail polish remover do you use? Like it can be posts like that, but anything that is that they have to comment on. Go live. And then it's go time. You're going live. You're on there. The main thing is to do the demo. Give them all your tips. Like give them every step as you go along. Make it the most detailed demo that you can, because people will appreciate that. They want to know a step-by-step. Like they want a demo for dummies. That's what they want. So give them that. Give them the easiest, simplest demo that you possibly can, that is easy for them to understand. They're not the stylist. Maybe they've never done this before. Maybe they've never seen an application before. So give them all the details. Give them all the goods that you have. Everything that you know, give it to them. Because that is going to be the value. That's going to be the hook. That's going to be where they're like, oh, okay, I can totally do that. And then they're purchasing at the end. So as you're doing the demo, talk with them too. Ask them questions. Get them interacting with you. Hey guys, ask me questions. If you have questions, you get an entry. Just chat with them. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We have a nail care line coming out next month. There's so many good things coming on. Like, these are what's going to help you recruit as well. So if you're trying to recruit, they're getting to know you. They're feeling like they're your friend. Every time that I do one of these live videos, I'm like, God, I need to do more of these, because I get to know my customers so well. I get to know people so well. I feel like I'm having a one-on-one conversation with them, even though they're not talking back, or like that I can't see their face, I should say, because they are talking back, but and then obviously at the end, you're going to want to announce the special, make it enticing, make it fun. Like, oh my gosh, guys, like if you absolutely love this, like I'm going to do a special. It's only good through the weekend, or like so mine is on a Thursday. So I'll probably do a special and it's only going to be good through the weekend. Like this special is only good through the weekend. I'll post all the details after this too. Don't worry, with a link. But if you have any questions, let me know, blah, blah, blah. Make it fun. And have something to do. Like mine's just going to be a general manicure with my tips and tricks. So my sale will just be, a generic sale or something like that. But if you're doing a specific demo of something, like when we have the nail polish remover, maybe make it, if they buy a bottle of nail polish remover, you're going to send them some twosies, or you're going to send them some nail clips. You're going to, you know what I mean? Like make it fun for them. And then number 7 would be follow up with those who went. So follow up with those who went, because if they were there, if they were present, you are going to follow up and say like, hey, thank you so much for being on my live. I appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions. You're going to maybe offer them a free set if they want to do their own mega workshop with you. Because chances are if they were on there, they're interested. They're really interested. So it's not far-fetched that they would be interested in doing their own workshop. You can say it would be like this, but with lots of other demos. Like I give full-on demos of applications, removals, nail care. Like I give it all in my mega ones. So really talk it up, make it sound fun. I do lots of giveaways for your friends. It's super fun. So follow up with those people who actually attended. And you can even follow up with them with a link. Afterwards, follow up with email saying like, hey, workshop's over. Here's a link to the replay. If you happen to miss it, and here's a special that we're doing only until Sunday. So follow up with those people who either registered to go, said they wanted to go, that you added into the group, or that, whatever. Follow up with those people. That is super important. Okay, last but not least, like I said, you can do these for a couple days. They don't just have to be like one day. If there's a couple videos that you want to do and it's maybe like a mini series, you can do that. You could technically do this on Instagram. So if you like Instagram and that's your jam, you could do a really detailed workshop demo video live on your Instagram and offer up the buy 3, get 1 free at the end. That's still a really good deal. Break it down for them. Hey, it's like $9 a set. Like, you want to jump in on this, you know what I mean? So you can still offer, something like that on Instagram and be successful with it. This is going to be great for new rollouts. Like I said, I encourage you, really, I do, to plan these out though. Like, don't just you can hop on and say like, I'm doing a demo tonight. You can do that. It's not going to be as successful as if you plan it out and you prepare for it. If you're doing all the promoting for it. That's not to say that it won't be successful, but it's not going to be as successful if you just do it on a whim. And then obviously the bigger workshops, I recommend doing those about at least 7 days. If not, I would say 14 days in advance, because you need a little bit more planning with those. Okay. I got through that as fast as I possibly could with giving you guys as much information. I skipped a part and I just remembered. Going back to, that's what I skipped. So going back to your mega workshop, if you are doing a mega workshop and you are setting up your party links in the back office for them, in the virtual office, you are going to want to set up. So I personally use a link tree. I have my link tree that is like on my Instagram that's connected to my shannonsdiynails.com. You can go there, you can see what's on it. But my link tree, I have that set up, and that's like what's on my Instagram. With a different email, I have set up a specific workshop link tree. So that one has every single hostess's name on it. So each hostess that is in my mega workshop, it has all of their names. So they know. And then at the top it says, just click on the hostess's name, who you want to shop with, blah, blah, blah. This is where if you have maybe like 4 hostesses and then you have customers who are added in, you could put the 4 hostesses' names, or at the top you could put Shannon's customer and then the 4 hostesses' names, or, not shopping with a hostess or something like that. But I have all the hostesses. I also have the link to my inventory if they want to get in on any exclusive sets. I have a quick demo application. So it's just like a 2Z quick application demo that links directly to my link tree. Then I have basically a link for them to sign up for my email. It's like a, what do they call it? I can't think of the word right now, but it says like, get my top 5 favorite nail care items. And in order to do that, they have to put their email address in, which then captures their email for me. A lead magnet. That's what it's called. I have a link to my VIP group. I also have a link to sample form. And then I have a link to if they want to learn more about the opportunity. So I have all of that right there. So if they're clicking to shop, or if they just want to go browse, they're also seeing all those other links to where they can go learn more about anything, everything. They can join your VIP group. They can get on your email list. They can do all the things. So that's the one thing that I completely just totally skipped over, but I use Linktree for that, and I have a separate one set up. So I have a Google domain or a domain name. You can get them from lots of places. Like some people use GoDaddy. I use Google. But I have, so my Google name is shannonsdiynails.com. That links to my regular Linktree. And then workshop.shannonsdiynails.com links to all of the links for my current workshop that's going on. So, okay, I think that's it. I think I got it all. If you guys have any questions, please ask away. I am here for all the questions. If someone can just comment and say, hey, so I know that I'm seeing comments. I see that there's a couple people watching, but I wanted to just get through all of the training first and then take questions at the end. So, because I haven't seen any comments, so I don't know if you guys are just being silent tonight or if I'm just not seeing any comments. So if someone could just say like, hey, okay, Stephanie, I see you. Okay, cool. Kim, thank you. Thanks for the info. No problem, Renee. Hey, Jessica. Okay, cool. Do you guys have any questions at all? I know that was a lot. I just threw like so much at you in a short amount of time. So if you don't have any questions, I will let you guys go for the night. But if you do have questions, let me know and I can answer them now. I know you're on a lag, so I'll give you guys a minute. My coffee's cold now. That's probably okay because I shouldn't be drinking it this late. I hope this was helpful though. There is so much that goes into it. And like I said, I will be sending a PDF. If you're on YouTube and you're looking, I will find a way to make sure that you guys get it. It'll be under, I'm going to actually link it. So if you are watching this from YouTube, go to train.shannonsdiynails.com. And it should hopefully, I will, it's not linked yet, so don't go there. Like if you're on this live, it's not going to be linked yet, but, I will have the PDF. So yeah. Okay. I'm going to rewatch this about 5 more times. I know all of my best and favorite trainings that I've ever watched, like I usually watch at least 3 times. I listen to them while I'm in the shower. That's my favorite place to listen to training. If you're ever short on time, which I feel like I always am, I always listen to trainings in the shower and I listen to them like for 3 days in a row until it like seeps into my brain. So, okay. Well, I hope that this was super helpful, for everyone in this group. I will go ahead and make sure that I post this PDF, right after this. So that way you guys have it and have my outline. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I will try to answer them as quick as possible. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.